Hello and welcome to Keith's Broken Boats. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll see that I've finally got my Mercruiser 3.7 LX engine running, and I thought that was great. I'll get it in, I'll just clean up the shield that it bolts onto, get a bellows kit, get it all back in the boat, and start to really progress with it. And as with most of my projects, probably all of my projects, it starts to come into my head that I've probably bitten off a little bit more than I can chew. A month ago I was looking at material swashes for what I was going to trim the boat out with, headlinings, what I was going to get the cushions made out of, getting all excited, got the engine running, had a real buzz off of that. And now I've started to look at the shield and the leg, and it's really demoralizing. I start looking at it and I'm thinking, how am I going to do that? I can't do this. It's just too much. And is it worth it? Is the big question. Is it worth doing? I'll show you a bit more stuff I've got in bits, and leave me a comment. Thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you want more. I'm not sure how much more I can actually get on and do, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to show you my shield in bits now, and sort of we'll go from there. Now, looking at this, I know some of you are going to think, flipping heck, Keith's done well with aluminium scrap this month. Yeah, probably not far off. We're going to start going through this. Now, this piece here, that bolts on the inside of the boat, okay? Here is where the rear engine mountings sit. That hole there, that's where the drive shaft comes through into the flywheel. This bracket bit here is where my power steering ram fits. So all of that on face value, apart from a clean, probably isn't too bad. Now we start having problems. This is my power steering ram. Power steering ram drops in there like that. Pipes go onto it there, and this goes backwards and forwards as you operate the steering, which is operated by the steering cable going through that valve there. The pipes for that are all rotted and bust. So I thought, that's not a problem, I can make new pipes, not a problem. So let's start looking closely at my steering ram, and all the end of it there is pitted. And in one of those pits, I've got a leak, which means it's rotted all the way through, and there's a hole through that ram tube which leaks oil out of that ram. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. This is swaged on, so I can't just get one of these made. Can't go to the local parts shop and just buy another one of these, because I'm in England, these are made in America, and it's astronomical. So that's one of my problems. Okay, on the outside of the boat, the other side of the shield is bolted this. This is the gimbal housing, okay? Problems I've got with the gimbal housing are, there's a split pin that comes through here. That's seized in. I want to get this out so that I can clean it all up and put it back together again. This bolt here, that's seized in solid. The nuts off the back of it, if I can show you, nuts off the back of it. I put bars, everything on that. Can't turn it at all. It is absolutely corroded in there solid with aluminium corrosion. Then got this piece here. that's corroded in. That's the bolt on the top. How do I get all this apart? It's just not playing. And so that's that. Then the rest of it there. To go to my trim rams. My trim rams, they are seized up solid. Can't even turn them. Okay, then obviously that's my exhaust non-return flap, which I've got to replace. That's the lower pipe for the exhaust. I sheared one of these bolts off, taking that out. This is the upper exhaust elbow. That's quite badly pitted. I'm not sure how I'm going to get around that. The bit that actually doesn't seem too bad is that bit. Out of all of this. So it's all getting a bit demoralising. Oh dear, it was all going so well. And then looking at those bits there, it's almost like every time I come to something and try and undo it or use it, it's seized up solid. It's corroded with aluminium corrosion through being stood. And I've known some of these legs on boats older than mine, and they're working fine. They've been maintained, they've been kept, they've been used, and the whole thing with all of this stuff, if you're using it, it's a winner. But you leave it stood for any period of time and it is an absolute nightmare. Everything I want to get, because it's an American thing, it all has to come from America, and that's a killer. It's a killer. It's not it's finding the bits, but once you found the bits and you think, all right, yeah, well, that's 200 quid, and you think I could probably I could afford to buy that for 200 quid, but then you look at it and you've got to pay 200 quid postage, which it just shoots the project in the foot. So I'm really at a bit of a crossroads now. I don't know which way to go. Is this worth carrying on with? I'll do another video soon, and I'll give you a tour of the boat, and you'll see how bad it is. It's not something that I'm going to just get this leg put back together and throw it in the boat and get it down to the sea and have some fun. There's a lot to do, and it's all things that I don't do very well, unfortunately. I take things apart mechanically, I put them back together again, and they work, but the finesse, the finish, you know, the linings on things. The only thing I've really done with upholstery in the past is put a Stanley knife through it to find a bolt which holds it on, not the decorative putting it on and making it all look nice. But there you go. It's a dilemma I've got. I've got to come over this mental hurdle now of whether to carry on with it or just put it on eBay along with all those other unfinished projects. So let's see how we go. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. Sorry to be a picture of doom and gloom, but thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more. Leave me a comment. What would you do? Love to hear from you. Thanks a lot. Bye.